All right. Hey. How are you? I'm still learning this whole new thing. No.
I literally just realized
Huh?
that I think when I wash my hair that like some of the blue come out and now it's like purple. Like,
It looks rad. I like it. I think it looks good. Then again, I'm very fond of color combos and stuff. You know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was doing the Pikachu thing and it just, yeah.
Ugh. I love it. I did bangs because I got bored.
Yeah.
We
I see that.
Tend to do. I mean, and now I'm going to end up doing Velma cosplay. Just once. Because everyone keeps saying jinkies to me.
I see it. I can see it, actually.
It's probably because I wear glasses, too.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's the glasses that bring it all in. It's just like, hey.
So, no, there were not technical difficulties. It was me talking too much, okay? It was not the ScurryFace curse. It was the squirrel curse. Yes. Blame Scorn.
Hello.
Yeah, isn't that cool that we can do that?
I like.
Hey, TK. Hey, Henry. Hello, Arcane Horror. Hey, Till. Raven. Sweet Pea. Slippy. Calvin. Kisa.
Everybody up in here.
Till's hair is now blonde and pink.
Yeah.
I need pictures of this. Mine is going to be green soon.
I think it's got hints of it still. You're making me self-conscious now, Till.
There's no need to be self-conscious. I wasn't going to miss this.
Free? Oh, you said free?
Shine bright like a diamond.
I need that in my life. That was.
I mean, like we also do. There's children in the background. There's children in the background. There's children in the background.
Hello.
That stuff. We do that stuff. Exactly, JD. And it's all because of gay and lesbian extreme cuddling. Also known as the WWE. Till you got to get waxed first.
That's great. What?
I told Till he needs to get waxed first. What's up, Tyler?
Hello.
So, guys, wrestling. Trouser snakes. See.
Trouser snakes.
Oh, man. Hilarious. So, guys, we got Valkyrie here tonight. You may or may not recognize her. Mostly because you usually see her like, you know, this. Or like that. Or even that. But today, we're doing this. Which is awesome.
No, it's.
And today we're also interviewing a ceiling.
Yeah. But can you see me?
It's like going in and out. I can see you.
Well. Okie dokie. My phone's retarded. So
it's okay.
It matches my soul. What can I say?
Is she freezing or is it? You mean like over here? Or like over here?
Yeah.
Or possibly over here. She looks like she could be a little bit cold there.
I like that. How did you? That is cool.
I'm having so much fun.
I was sitting there like, am I doing that? And I'm like, wait a minute, no, that's her.
Oh, this is totally me. Like, hey, look what I can do now. Woo!
JD says, is she freezing or is it me?
Can you hear me now? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I even did space buns with them. Got extra going. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
I heard a.
That's the dog.
Oh, puppy. Giggity. That should not have been after the puppy, but it says giggity, so I said it.
Okay.
No, I mean like the connection.
Right,
It was. It was.
Oh yeah, it is. It's
It does that. Me.
Is my connection like super?
It's not super bad, at least not on my end. It's a little laggy here and there, but
yeah,
it's nothing like super.
Okay. Maybe if I move somewhere else, maybe. Let me see. Let me see if I can move somewhere. See me. Like move around, you know. Is that better? Like at all?
Yeah, oh, you're good.
Okay, cool. Maybe it's just where I was sitting at.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you. Thank
Cool.
you. I should be wearing my Mothman outfit. It's actually just a onesie.
Yeah.
Puppy, it's okay. Good to see you too.
I don't know why he's fussing. Like
Mr. Crab. Who's Mr.
Let me
Crab?
see if this does it. I'm about to do like a light switch thing. Like, oh! Maybe that's his problem. We'll see. But yeah. Every time, like, so that video that Vice sent. Oh my gosh, hold on. This is ridiculous.
Which one? Spockapotty.
You gotta go potty. You gotta go outside. Ah, the door! Get out! Is the door locked? What the heck is this? Y'all, you're opening a door.
We can't open doors.
Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. Ah! What are you doing? Okay. I think I'm good now.
Here we go. So, okay, on to the big question that I ain't afraid to ask, Val, if the number 2 pencil is so popular, why is it number 2?
Yeah. I don't know. Because I'm going to really sound blonde right now to say, like, huh?
I don't have an answer to it either, so.
Is it any better, guys?
I don't know why it has to be number 2 pencils. Why does it always have to be number 2? Why not number 6? Why not number 4? Why does it have to be 2?
Wi-Fi Valkyrie, not Val. What does it say? Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, it said hi, valid key.
Oh.
So what the Valkyrie, not valid key. It got worse.
Wow.
It did not. You're messing.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to make sure the connection's good so it doesn't like. There we go. I think I'm good now, though.
For the moment, you're loud. And
there
clear.
We go. Okay. I'm not going to move. This is going to stay put. Like,
I'm just fighting a fly still. Like, you guys are going to see this fly crawl across my nose, on my glasses. She's already seen it try to crawl on my mouth like twice. Like, this is just craziness, okay? Just letting you know. But next question. Why are they called apartments when they are stuck together?
That's pretty funny.
Shouldn't they be called togetherments?
Hey.
Like,
you know, that's actually kind of genius.
It doesn't make sense.
I'm thinking about that and I'm like, that does like togetherments. Yeah.
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 It's better
Y'all,
than
my
apartment.
fan is like whoosh.
Hello.
Yeah.
Because number 1 came before number 2. Why? Have you seen a part? Yes, the apartments in Japan are like tiny.
Yeah.
And they're shorter. From what I mean, it's not like I've ever been there. Who has money to travel? I can't even travel across the country, let alone travel to Japan, okay?
I wish.
Now everything better. Stay put. Okay. We're trying. We are trying.
I know. It's also like the weather's really bad here too.
Yeah.
So that's also a possibility.
Right now it says it's like 50 and mostly cloudy.
Yeah.
Over here, which means it's probably 50 and mostly cloudy. Okay, cool. It's actually right for once.
Yeah.
But like 2 days ago it was like 37.
Yeah, it's down in those. It's down in like the low 30s here, and it's raining. And of course, when it rains, everything just gets all messed up.
Yeah. Oh, out here, if it rains, people don't know how to drive. They're like, "Why is there water from the sky?" Yeah. And then they all crash into things.
The world is burning. Oh my gosh, yes.
It's like, wait, what video?
The world is burning. Masturbate. Oh my gosh!
People in Parliament.
We were at ARCS. This was like, was it 2 years ago? I think that's where it started. And she sent me this video, and I'm like, what the heck? And I'm looking at it, and it's like, it's a hard to explain video on like masturbation. And I'm like, it was so freaking funny. And now every time I see the video, like I've gone back and actually watched it again. And like every time I see the video, I was like, I freaking miss her face, dude.
Right?
Like,
Right? I mean, to be fair, we do send that video back and forth like pretty much constantly.
Oh yeah.
Like it just like comes out of nowhere and one of us is like, the world is burning. Let's masturbate. People in Parliament. They masturbate.
You know, I was literally just talking. Who was I talking to about it? It was. I don't even remember who it was now. See, and like I was telling them about the whole. Is it ShutterCon? That's next year that they were talking about.
ShutterCon.
And I'm actually making those plans. So same. I'm like,
okay, trying.
Yes.
Little hard from California, but trying. So
I hadn't actually been able to do like a whole lot in the last year with like haunt stuff. I mean, I did my regular season and all, but and don't get me wrong, it was actually a pretty nice steady season this year.
That's good. Actually, I was about to ask about that. Like, how did your haunt season go?
Honestly, we had our really, really busy nights, but this year they They did it a lot better than in the past, where we were like swamped for like a whole hour. We couldn't breathe. We were like thirsty, hot, sweaty, and all that stuff. And now the timing this year is so much better. And we hit some big numbers this year. And it honestly, we had so much fun that it didn't feel like, we were run down, I guess, so to speak, so they say. But it went fairly smooth this year. And I took kind of like a step back from some of it before season, because of course everybody's got personal stuff that they have to deal with. I ended up, especially like personal stuff, everything got a lot of pain. Then the haunt season came around, and I literally I'm reading her comments.
Yeah, you saw it?
Yeah, I did. I was like,
The wrong one. I tried to click on it.
Oh, send it.
Why won't it let me hide it? On the doorknob?
Wait, me?
Ow.
No, I don't think so.
Like, no, I don't remember that. I really don't.
I don't remember that. I want to see that. I'm like, I want to see
now
that.
My question is, does one have to be like twerking, like doing that like on the hand door twerk thing to get their snatch caught on the doorknob?
Oh, that's great.
She's had mine in her face. She fell right into it.
I for real want to see this now.
I know. Now I'm over here like, when did this happen? Who did this happen to? I'm really curious.
Oh yeah, I'll do you one better. You know what? I'll do you one better. I've had advice on me. How about that?
Boom.
Yes. And I got the boobies and all.
Okay, the question is, hey, Prometheus. Hey. The question is, was it a running away from something and a slip? or just casually, hey there, woo!
It's like sliding down a slide and you're like, wee.
I'm curious.
Oh my gosh.
The clam slams.
Brava.
Yes.
Wow.
I do have to say that I showed my mother-in-law the Christmas pickle that I bought this year, because I was like, I want a freaking Christmas pickle. So I got a Christmas pickle. And she's like, well, I'm not really into that. I was like, should I have gotten a clam? And she just stared at me.
A Christmas pickle? I want a Christmas pickle.
It was a Christmas pickle. I'm not even sure that Christmas pickle is a thing, but it is now a thing at my house. And yes, Vice and Tyler, I did actually say
what did I do for it?
Apparently just throws her snatch around. Woo! I was drunk at the time. I was dancing on a pool table. Doing the Silence of the Lambs dance. What?
So funny.
Meow, 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 meow. Tyler tried to put chapstick on cats. When he was here, he tried to put chapstick on cats.
Chapstick on cat.
Yeah, there's a lot of stray cats and we feed them. Yeah, there's a whole entire thing to it too. You gotta go meow, 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 meow.
Oh my gosh.
I'm expecting a message from Vice. Do it right!
Any time now. And go.
I'm expecting the do it right. Wait, at the movie house. Oh, MBV house. I was drunk with a full American flag out. I saw that. Dancing on a pool table. Doing the Silence of the Lambs dance.
Dude, I went airborne almost off the freaking balcony on out back.
Oh shit.
And no one caught it on camera because so yeah, I caught myself though before I went over.
Well, I'm glad he didn't go over.
Yes. Tyler made a bet. He was like, somebody's gonna go over that balcony, and I almost did.
You're like, we're almost me.
Never in my life will I ever miss another.
Apparently, the thing about the Christmas pickle is that you hide it on the Christmas tree, and if you find it, you get to open a gift. Well, we have a black Christmas tree, and the pickle is green, so everybody found it. Hi, Everett! And we have no presents, so...
Yes, Slippy, you got in the water.
Yeah, we still remember you in that water, too. I don't think any of us can get that image out of our heads.
Yes, I do not like that Malort, and I blame Cupcake for
Malort is the devil.
That little butthole. Oh my gosh. Gigs. And I don't remember if Toxic had some of it, but I literally took one sip and like it come right back up.
That seems to be the
next thing I know, I was outside. Yes, me and him both were outside, like everywhere, and it was like, if you ever make me take a shot of that again, I will haunt you.
I will find a way. Like,
it was gross.
Malort is the devil, the absolute devil.
Like,
never, ever again. I've tried it, and I won't do it again. I would rather do a mat shot from a college bar.
Yes. Yep. Or like a shot of Jaeger, because I absolutely hate Jaeger.
I'm wearing Jägermeister chonies. I would show them off, but we'd get kicked off Facebook. But I'm actually wearing Jägermeister chonies right now.
That is legit.
For those who don't know what chonies are, it's underwear.
It's like a Cali term.
It is definitely like a Cali term. And I sometimes forget, like, and people are like, chonies? I'm like, yeah, chonies. The subtitles say, "My Lord is the devil."
My Lord is. My Lord is the devil.
Now we go to Ponti's Pizza.
This is hilarious.
Everyone's gonna be like, "I told you they were devil worshippers." No, we're talking about Malort, which is totally the devil. So
it is never again. Never again.
Nuh-uh. Sorry. Weather changes. California people can't handle them.
I hate them.
And
Virginia, you get like all four. Literally, like all 4 seasons.
Dude, we really are. And every once in a while, I said it again.
And it said it again. That's how I read that. I didn't read that like like by itself. I read
and
comments.
said it again.
That was too perfect.
I'm gonna try to breathe, but I live in California and we have very poor air quality.
You're not wrong on that one.
When I was a kid, you used to see the marine layer, which I put in quotations because the marine layer was actually just like a layer of smog that would sit there right above Los Angeles. And we would have days that we weren't allowed to go outside. Huh?
Like vehicles and their smog testing too. Like the air quality is so bad that it's like you can't breathe.
Yeah, They used to have days where we'd have to like stay inside. We wouldn't have recess.
Yep.
Because they were like, it's a bad smog day. And we were like, oh my goodness, we're coloring inside today. Yay. We had no clue. Like, we probably were going to die when we went back outside. It's more like Fallout or something. Someone today, I don't even know what it was.
That's actually a good analogy.
It really, well, California, yeah. They need a Fallout, like, well, I mean, they have New Vegas. And you can kind of go into California during Fallout New Vegas. But like that
I need to come over there and visit.
Huh?
I need to come over there. I used to live out there a couple years ago.
Oh, where?
I need to come up there. I started out in Lake LA or Lancaster.
Okay, that's like,
and then went to.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm Bakersfield, so Lancaster's like an hour or so.
Yeah.
Where am I? That way?
Yes. I worked at Valencia.
Oh, okay. Dude, Valencia is awesome. Yeah. Tyler Weiss, you have been there. That is where Six Flags is.
Yes, that's where that's one of my haunts.
Oh, really? How did you like it? Because I used to work Knott's.
I'm actually still friends with some people that I worked with over there. I used to be a slider.
Nice.
I used to be a slider. I used to be. Oh gosh, I was a clown in Marvel for a night. I was a lot of cool different things. It was fun. I miss, granted, I would never, because it's too expensive for me. But I still associate and talk to like people from out there that I worked with, and seeing how they've like changed with their costumes and stuff is great because their prosthetics are crazy.
Aren't they insane? Like when Vice and Tyler were out here, we were there during haunt season, but we weren't there for the haunt aspect of it. And
yeah.
Loli. I don't know Japanese. I know Chinese.
Listen, I'm looking at this like.
But no, like we had the opportunity to like at least be there at dark and see some of the scare zones and some of the people setting up, and like it was kind of cool to see, because my favorite when I went as a customer was this like Alice in Wonderland kind of black light, mushrooms everywhere, that kind of stuff. That was my favorite area. And that year they had the Jabberwockies, and so like I was super stoked to see.
They have like 4 or 5 different like haunted house like attractions up there.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have that, and then they have like each area that actors are in. And so I got to work with 2 of the haunted houses, and then I actually got to work out, like, I guess on the ground, like floor area in the park. And it was actually pretty cool because I know one year they let them ride the rides in character and scare people, but they didn't do that when I was there. So,
they used to do it all the time. Like,
yeah.
they used to stick like some of the clowns on, like, well, back when Colossus, before it was the Twisted Colossus.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that, like, if you went and like suddenly there's just like a clown behind you on the ride, and you're like, what the heck? Like, those commercials were true. Okay, come on. Okay, so you wanted me to speak Japanese? I really don't know much Japanese, guy. I can speak like Miyagi.
Bonjour, long ding dong. Okay.
Yeah, Miyagi though is the best. I miss Pat Morita. I miss him. He was awesome.
Ooh. So, a bit of some good news. So I will be people quite a few times, and like something happens, and I'm like, shit, I can't do it. Well, the live feeds they're only going to be once a month.
Okay.
So you know what? I'll be doing that.
I feel it. Being once a month makes it a little bit more attainable.
Yep.
I
got some up my sleeve too, because I've actually talked to some people like of their live feeds, and I kind of did some research on like viewers and like content and all that stuff. And so I set good like timeline list of some things, and I'm gonna roll with it and see how it goes. But I'm also a really cool thing that I got into. I've been doing a lot of like videos and video editing and photo editing, and so I am doing the end of the year for like end of the year party at Terra Manor. I'm doing a lot of stuff like that. So I did their end of the year video, and then I'm doing a big project, and I'm hoping I can incorporate some other haunts into it. It's like a documentary behind the scenes, like in the day in the life of a haunted house. And so, yes, I have done some footage on like arriving, doing makeup, what it's like to act, the sweat that goes into it, the constants that keep you awake, the after shenanigans.
I feel like I'm the rare person because I don't drink energy drinks. I can't do it, but I'm also ADHD, so I'd probably be out there like, bleh. People are like, what is wrong with her? I don't know. Everything.
So
haunts after dark.
I'm actually
wouldn't it be more like
yes.
Haunt before dark?
I actually technically it would be both, wouldn't it? Because you start out in daylight, you end up dark. So
haunts through the changing
I'm
of the
trying
hours.
to think of a name for that.
Like sands through the hourglass. So are the hours of our haunt.
What you said.
Code Red Mountain Dew. Red 40,
Red 40 overload.
Oh,
I'm adding though. I've reached out to a few haunts, and I've asked them like opinions about it that I know. Like I know people from these haunts, so that way it's not like really weird. Like
you're not just like, hey, random haunt. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, exactly.
Like I would totally do.
I'm excited about it because it's basically a public eye view. Like I know a lot of people that don't work at haunted houses are like, oh, I wonder what it's like. Well, this is basically like the raw part of it. And I've done interviews
Heck
of
yeah.
like people who do it and their whole take on it and stuff. And I'm super excited about it. It's like right now it's sitting at an hour and a half.
I love
So
it. I love it.
I'm so excited for it. And I'm hoping to incorporate, everyone in it. I mean, the more the better. So
Heck yeah. I mean, I always like hearing other people's experiences when it comes to haunts. I love hearing their, I guess, process. That's part of why I started doing this, because I was thinking like, okay, so I know me, I start listening to music and then I'm doing my makeup and then I'm like, it depends on the character I am, which music I'm listening to get pumped up. Like, am I going to be my clown tonight? Okay, I'm listening to clown kind of music. Gonna listen to some like dark trap music or whatever. Or like,
exactly.
am I gonna be my Wendigo tonight? Okay, then it's black metal. Let's do this.
Yep.
And so I like,
another thing.
go ahead. Sorry. We have a small delay.
Oh, my bad.
No,
Sorry.
we have a small delay. It's my end. Sorry.
I actually want to incorporate like people like that have their own podcasts and stuff, like this one, you guys, because everyone has a way to go live. So that's also like a good way to incorporate that on how like certain characters go live, when they go live, and how hard it is to do and keep up with and all that stuff. So there's a lot going into it. So I'm hoping it turns out decently. So we'll see.
I think it will. I mean, I like that the whole idea of like showcasing everything. Like damn it, Tyler. My stance is like, and sings George Michael in the bathroom constantly. Is it Last Christmas?
Dad, I'm not going.
Is she in there going, "Last Christmas, I gave you my heart"?
Is it just me? I really like, I don't know, Christmas is like I'm such a like Halloween is like my obsession. So I'm like, oh, Christmas. Second Halloween?
No, I'm with you.
Wait, who's George Michael?
I'm never gonna dance again.
Wow, Slippy.
Oh God, I'm old. Haunter karaoke, not while I'm sick like this.
Ooh. Karaoke. That actually sounds not bad. Not gonna lie.
That would be fun.
He said, like, never mind.
Oh, wait a second.
Never mind.
Oh no, I'm with you. Excuse me. I find it really hard to transition from, yay, it's autumn and pumpkins and scary things and horror movies are everywhere, and like people are actually like, I'm almost the normal at this moment, to like have a holly jolly Christmas and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and freaking sleigh bells and shit.
Yep.
Like, it's a hard transition.
It is, and it's like a fairly quick transition too, because everyone forgets about Thanksgiving every year. It's just like, I will bring a freaking stuffed turkey and put it in your yard.
You just gotta have faith.
I will inflate it until it pops.
My grandpa's favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. And I think it's partially because one, it's a holiday that, I don't know if many know this, but Canada has Thanksgiving. They don't have the same Thanksgiving as us, but they have Thanksgiving. And they have like their own traditions and stuff like that. But my grandpa's favorite holiday is Thanksgiving, and it's so like it's important in our family. It's like it's super important. And by the way, the segue of Canada in here, he's from there originally. I guess I should have said that. And he became a citizen the day Kennedy was assassinated. And yeah, that's how I remember it. 61 years, guys. But he has this tradition of mashed rutabagas, like kind of like you do mashed potatoes. And he brought it with him, and it's my favorite thing. And he hates it apparently, which is even more hilarious because I eat them up like no other. Like I'll eat the entire container of them that's put out there, and he hates them even though he demands them to be there every year. But yeah, people totally forget about Thanksgiving. And like then we just go straight into all these like, yay, jingle bells. And Mariah Carey thaws and yells at us or whatever. Halloween is the redheaded stepchild of holidays, or the emo kid at the redneck family gathering.
That is very accurate. That is very accurate.
Hi, Odd Mother. Odd Fathers too. He gets so agitated that Thanksgiving is overshadowed by Christmas. I do too. Oh, so I just realized we're at 45 minutes. We're going to go to a quick commercial. And then we will be right back. Let me find the commercial. There it is.
Blazing sky, the world in flames. Nuclear fire, unforgiving claims. I survived through the dust and ash. Came back in time to give you a
Aha! Still getting used to that part. I need to figure out how to like fade us back in. Working on it though, guys. Working on it.
Hello.
Hey, damn. Oh wait, there's the howdy. Hey. Meh on Mariah Carey. I agree. Haunters food fight. Be thankful you're sober. What?
Be sober.
I was like, who's sober during a food fight? Like,
right?
I would like to know this. Because I don't think it's me. So, dude, okay. So you have that awesome project going on. Your year turned out damn good this year as far as like the haunt season goes, anything like that. Did you do any additional haunt things this year, like a Christmas thing or like midway or any of that stuff?
I'm glad you asked that because I floated this year like I did last year, and I got to act in a whole bunch of different rooms.
Yeah.
And I could do anything I wanted to. Like, I didn't have to do my actual characters now, and I have Valkyrie still, but I didn't have to use my characters really at all. And it was nice because last year I this year, and I was able to throughout the whole season. And then the last weekend or the weekend before Halloween, I brought Valkyrie out for a night, and I brought Creep out for a night. And it was nice, and it made me realize that I miss it. So, like, not every single night, but like maybe using them for like conventions or one, like a night here and there kind of thing. Because don't get me wrong, I love the whole character stuff, but it does wear you down.
Yeah.
Especially like I've been with Terra Manor for, oh gosh, like 5 years. And while that's not too long compared to some others, but it's when you do what you're supposed to do and you do it right, and you get compliments all the time, it's like sometimes it wears you down quickly. And that's why I stopped doing lives for a long time. It's because I, like everybody else, I lost what to do, didn't have any ideas. The content was getting very slim, and so I was like, I'm just gonna take a break. And now that I had that night this year, I was like, maybe I should bring it back, but not like I'm in your face, like give myself that time in between.
Yeah.
And so now I have time to work on each one, make them better, and hopefully travel more, because I do plan to do a lot more with SF stuff, ScurryFace events this year, and along with my own haunt as well. So I'm hoping to get back into all of it like I was. Maybe not full time like I, used to do it, but I missed all of it. So I think my break is good enough. So I feel like I'm gonna get back into it this year. For sure.
I love it because we all get burnt out even on things we love. I know this year has been rough on a lot of us.
Oh yeah.
Like it was just like I don't know how to explain it other than it was the culmination of a bunch of crazy shit that was going on all over the world, especially in our country, and things just hitting ahead, and everything is too expensive. Everything is difficult.
Oh my gosh, you are not kidding on that one.
And like, so whereas we had originally planned on going to like MVV this last year, and I had to like just be like, hey, this ain't happening. This is not happening. We're not doing this. Then we had planned on going to something in June or July that was in either Georgia or Alabama.
Yeah.
And then that hit, and we were just like, there's no way in hell. No chance. Like, we can't even buy food right now.
Yeah. It hits hard, especially holidays. And that's the sucky part about them. And that's why I'm like, it's because holidays always takes out a lot of people. And now it's like,
yes.
I'm glad that, like, at least in the past, I got to experience a few things that I may not get to for a while. Like, I at least got to go to ARCs once. I got to go to OKC once. So I'm glad that I at least got to go one time and experience it. But my plan, is to, because I miss everybody too. Like, I'll send messages to people asking if they're okay, and I miss the video calls and all that stuff. So I'm hoping that comes back for me. And
well, like I said,
it's
been a rough year, But there's a lot of stuff to look forward to because this next year feels like it could be shaping up to start off right. I don't know how to describe that. Like, it's just things are starting, even though like there's a lot of turmoil and other crazy stuff going on all over the world right now, of course. It's something still feels like a weight lifted
It's like
slightly. It's just there. It feels like it's going to be much better.
That's what I'm getting to. I'm getting like those really positive vibes coming. And I mean, like
this, I mean, and then Whitechapel, after the last few years, this year hits harder than most mentally.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because I mean, honestly, we went through COVID. Like,
I'll give them something to. I bet you Tyler will like this comment though. I feel like I've been slapped in the face by a huge penis. If that makes any. I'll let him have fun with that one.
So, we did say this before you came in.
Yes, I am. As of right now. And I won't even say as of right now because I'm making those plans. So, yes.
And then, we're over here. Me and Vigo over there in the other room. We are trying. I am not going to solidify the plans just because we're saving the money to do so. But trying.
Yeah. I did go to Fear Expo. I was able to experience that too.
I'm bummed I don't get to.
Yes, it was so much fun. Like, I didn't realize I would see so many people there that I rate. And even like I stayed in a B&B with Tankers and Darlin, and it was so freaking funny. It's like, it was good. Like other people that branching out is what I call it. And I like the trips and bonds with everybody. So
I absolutely love that everybody is so, how do I put it? I mean, if I say warm, it's not exactly what I mean. Cause like, they're warm. Everyone's nice. Everyone's great, but everyone is
like
helpful and thoughtful.
Family.
And
helpful,
family.
Like
what family's supposed to be. Maybe not necessarily what some of us got for real, but like what family's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, everybody has part of their family that they're going to get in tiffs with, but everybody comes back to, hey, this is rad. This is what we're doing. Everybody's connected. Thank you, Slippy. Connected. To be fair, I didn't do that. That was not me. That was not me. That was not me, dude. Although we do have PlayStation 5 now. It's over there somewhere.
PlayStation 12. Honestly, you know what else I miss? For real, us like playing video games all the time. All of us.
Join.
Like
days.
We used to do. I know they still do some video games and stuff. But like when we all used to get on, when I had my game system still. Look, I'll put it in that point when I had my game system still and I was able to. I'll tell you one thing. I'm buying a PS5 here soon.
See, cross-platform games.
I'm going to be playing some more Rocket League.
Yes. See, Tyler, it's not just us. And to be fair, the price of the PS5 was far less than traveling to Alabama.
Uh-huh.
And it was on a credit card.
Oh,
Maybe in Japan. What? Okay, so my brain stopped, but yeah. No, I think it's really rad to see everybody come together, everybody hang out, everybody that has a common interest be able to discuss and bond over the common interest. And yeah, we haven't stopped playing.
I didn't think they had either. I just don't have my game system anymore. I have to get a new one now. I haven't been playing in a long time.
Just
be the one buying PS12. Yeah, please be me.
I just saw, unless the drone wars start. I'm sorry, but my favorite comment or like thing about the drones was like literally somebody like, hey, here's a TIE fighter. They're like, the drones. Yeah, I totally knew that it was a Star Wars prop. What? You're not going to say what it was? I'm a Star Wars fan. No, you're not. You're totally not. I totally have something pinned. What do I have pinned? Oh, Slippy says, I don't know about y'all, but the teenagers that were awful this year. Did you have any weird experiences with like any of the teenagers?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you this. So those like frat type boys that come in, they're like teenagers in high school. They think, oh, I'm like, well, okay. All right. You're not scared. And then boo. And they like scream ghillie suit in one of our rooms. And it was so funny. It was so funny. All I had to do was like stand there. And like I looked like I was a prop, right? So I'm standing there.
Statue scares are the best, dude.
I literally, and I stood there, and like he comes around the corner, and he's like, "You're not real. No, wait, you're a real person. I'm not scared of you." And so like I'm like, that's all he did was boom. And he was like into the back of somebody, like the person behind him, and he started screaming. And so him was like, "Girl," and then I was like, "That's not what your mom said." Yeah, they were like severe smartasses, dude. Like, I'm not even kidding.
I wasn't sliding this year, so I did not intend on bringing out my knee pads or anything. Because I don't even have my real sliding gear anymore. I have like makeshift crap right now that works so that I can do stuff on the ground.
Yeah.
And
I think it's easy.
Well, I, of course, ended up on the ground anyway because I am a crazy person. And so, like, we had one of those rooms that had the fog and the green laser that split it in half. Mm-hmm. So I was hiding in a corner, and I was a skeleton this year. I was hiding in a corner, and I had my dreads hanging all the way down, like dusting the ground. And, like, I was popping out of the fog because I didn't know how the heck to channel what the heck I was going to be with a skeleton. Yeah. I was told be something dead. And I was like, cool, I can do a skeleton.
Dead. Okay.
And like I had this kid walk through that figured somebody was under there and was intentionally trying to kick us in the face. And he was like, you don't scare me. I know you're under there. You don't scare me. And kicking. And I grabbed his foot because it was like right here. And then it turned into, you can't touch me. Well, you tried to kick me. Yes, I can. I now can.
What did he say? That's on the hub somewhere. I want to see that video. Terminator 11, Rise of Skydick.
Terminator 7, Attack of the Flying Droids.
What's the one?
Thought that said flying dicks. Tyler West, that's on the hub somewhere. Terminator 11, Rise of the Skydicks. Hey David, what's up? Nice. Is it still well, I don't know if it would be called Scarowinds during Christmas season. What? I know you work at Scarowinds. I don't know what it would be. I know that it's a Knott's thing.
I said, huh? He says,
I will not. I don't even have the money to buy a freaking pocket knife this year. How am I gonna...
you're so nice.
I can give you bloody dice. Here you go. Merry Christmas. I don't know if you are into pain and pleasure at the same time, but we can offer you a box.
We can offer you this. I got this.
Nice. You open the box. Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm not very good at the whole gift giving. I'm all yay. I will not be buying anybody anything. I don't even think I'm not even buying myself anything. Kisa, I still haven't sent you your coffin. It's been a year.
What Tina said.
Did y'all know that the image of Santa was created by Coca-Cola?
I do now.
It was actually cool. Yeah, the more modern image of Santa, modernized image of Santa was technically created by Coca-Cola, but the inspirations were actually a Saint Nicholas, Odin being one of them in his sleigh. And there's actually a few. There's a few different inspirations, but also all over the world there's different names for him. So technically yes and no. I'm not buying anyone anything. I don't have anything. Winterfest. Okay, nice. Heck yeah. Whoop, whoop. Filming commercials. So, okay, I ask everybody this, and I know I mentioned it earlier, but I didn't actually ask. What is your haunt pump-up music?
Actually, I'm glad you asked that too. So, okay, this is how I do, like, haunt acting. So I put headphones in, okay, and I put them in all night. Not when I first, but year before last, I was obviously the witch at that time every night, and so, I would put headphones in, and I had memorized literally like the music that was in my room. So I knew what was playing when it was playing. I would listen to my headphones. And so on the floor, I could hear, like, there was a door in the room before me. So, like, I could hear the vibration of the door shutting. So I knew I had about 20 to 30 seconds before they come through my room. And so I would listen to music as I'm acting. And I would talk to these people. Granted, I wouldn't have it like on full blast in case they talked to me, so I could actually talk to them back. Like, I would listen to music all night. I had a staff at one point that I had like painted, like glow in the dark, and baton, and like watch people walk around me and everything. And I created, after a little bit, like I think it was maybe one weekend, I would like and thumbs up, like, and I put them all on like a haunt playlist. And so I would listen to that haunt playlist like every night. And obviously, if I like the music, it doesn't matter if I read.
Exactly.
So I created my own play. It's literally everything. Like there's screamo, there's punk, there's country, of course. There's a lot of different variety. I like EDM. I like a little bit of rap in there, you know. I like some, what do you call them, mashups of different songs. But like I will
Nice.
screenshot my playlist and post it.
I
like crazy stuff.
I like that because I always feel like I'm so weird because I go from like straight up like satanic black metal to listening to like Teddy Swims. And like,
Oh my,
like,
yes, I flip in love.
I love his voice so much. Oh my God. Like, first off, not very many men look that good with the facial tattoos and everything like that, dressed in Armani the way he did.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the pigtails and the bandana, but at least not on him. But his voice, I don't care what he looks like, honestly. He could look, I don't care. He could look like freaking Sloth from Goonies, but that voice is just amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. So, yeah, I mean,
like I will screenshot it and put it on my Facebook. And be like, if anyone wants some like nice music to pump them up, here you go. Because it's what I listen to. And sometimes I listen to them on loop. Because I mean, we only got like what, 3.5 hours ish. So might as well.
Yeah. I mean, I did. So I went to make a haunt list last year. And I realized that I already had a Halloween list that was like 12 hours long. The majority of it being like Oingo Boingo and then like random happy hardcore. Like,
yeah.
And then, of course, Misfits and stuff like that in there. But like, I started a list. Good night, Odd Mother. Angry flying dildo. Oh, so I said hi on a hill, and I replied with an angry dildo, and now we have angry flying dildos. Slippy does have a question. If you could change your character to be anything else, what would it be?
That's an easy one. So I've been a lot of different characters, right? And honestly, I would, and this isn't saying anything bad about any other character, so let me just go ahead and say that now. Yeah. I love all the people I've come in contact with and all the characters I've seen. Everything is great. I would honestly, though, bring back the authentic vampire.
Okay.
And have like the actual prosthetics, have it actually look like
the Nosferatu vampire.
Yes. Make it look like, okay, I don't want to walk near this fucking thing. Like, what is this? Like, get away from
Peter
me.
from
yeah,
what we do in the shadow.
Yes, I would want to bring back the authentic vampire look.
I like it. I like that idea. I really do. Because I don't think enough people do it anymore. And again, yeah, nothing against the people who are doing the more romanticized gothy
and there's
versions
either.
You know, those are great. But I do think that the idea of bringing back like the creepy, animalistic Nosferatu like vampire.
Like it was either that or like an actual werewolf. And I know there's a lot of werewolves and there's a lot of vampires, but so like I did with Valkyrie, everything was literally made from scratch. Creep everything was made from scratch. And I literally had to sit down to myself and think. I was like, there's so many clowns out there. What can I do to make it different?
Mm-hmm.
And that was a hard one. And then I was like, you know what? And after doing research and like seeing others' looks, and like, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do something different. And so, vintage carnival. I was like, bring back that old timey It kind of look,
Yeah.
Like, no effects, no, like, you know what I mean? And so I kind of did the whole slap some paint on my face and make it looked crappy, but good. Like the good kind of crappy. You know what I mean?
Well, like homemade.
Yes.
I get what you're saying. Like, I don't
Like
want to bring her up,
authentic.
but my mom was a party clown when I was a kid. And I found a picture somewhat recently. And it was very, very simple. Like, she had the whole clown outfit. It was like polka dots with the ruffles and the ruffles around the wrists and stuff like that. I just remember going, who the hell am I sitting with? Like, what the? Why don't I remember being with some clown? And it was my mom. It was a picture of my
That's
mom.
hilarious.
And she kind of had the makeup that you're describing.
Yeah.
Where it was like quickly done, but it was creepy in a weird way, even though like
Yes.
she wasn't supposed to be creepy.
Ooh, you know what that reminds me of? Like when so don't ask me why. I look up random dumb shit all the time. So bear with me. But I had researched like old Halloween photos, like back in the day when they didn't have none of that special stuff. And oh my God, I got inspiration from that. Like the black and white, the like oddly enough creepy stuff. Oh my God, what is that? I'm so intrigued right now. I like that.
It's just an old school, like you reminded me. Like
Yes.
old school plastic. Like I'm sure that the ones you were looking at were a lot older than this. But like
that's similar to a few of them. Just black and white.
Yeah.
That's like the only difference.
I saw this bad boy and I was like, it's mine. It's mine. I have it. It's mine. It was like $5 at Party City.
See, I could never find stuff like that. I'm super jealous.
It was like, on Halloween. They were like really marking stuff down.
I see. I
got a Guy Fawkes mask over there somewhere for like $5.
See, I need to start doing some more latex stuff, to be honest, because all of Creep stuff, like his headpiece, is made out of a wig cap and latex. So I made my own little concoction there. Used some like old style clown hair and just hot hair. Sure did.
So like straight up clown movie, like Eli Roth clown.
Yeah.
Vaudeville carnivals.
I made a top hat for him to make that cringe look, and so yeah,
I love it.
See what else? There's a lot more I have in store. I'm just now making. I'm in the makes of a new character, another one. So
I have I have one new character or actually two this year that got brought forward. One of them is kind of like a. I just saw that.
I'll have to get her to record that and send it.
I know. Do that now.
Like, what are you doing with yourself? Like, do it now, right now.
Do it. But no, I mean, like this year I brought out an old clown that had been revamped. And she's back, and she has a new name, and she has an insane personality. Not, I mean, kind of clowny, obviously, but like, not my normal. It brings out a part of me that most people don't see unless they're around me way too long. But if I'm in character as my clown, it brings that character out, that personality out. And then I brought in 138 this year. My
Oh,
skeleton.
snap.
So Boogie accidentally named her.
Did he show you his camel toe?
No, but he did talk about the sock.
I'll let him.
Oh gosh, I'm scared. I'm surprised Boogie's not in here right now, but I'm not surprised at the same time.
I know. I was like, where is he?
Sometimes he's able to show up, but sometimes he's not, and that's okay.
Aww.
I also think this is really hilarious.
Don't.
I picked up my Sheldon.
Is that a strawberry? Oh no, that's an octopus.
I love a strawberry.
I was
like, it's an octopus. His name's Sheldon. But I'm laughing because it says drug storage type, fast mover. What drugs do we have around here?
It's a big gulp. Huh? Oh, my water? Is that what you're talking about? I'm so confused. What?
Yeah, it has to be your water.
Oh, so see this bad boy? I drank like 3 or 4 of these a day. It's like as big as my head.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was trying to drink more water, and then I failed. What's up, CJ? Swiggity swiggity swag. Wubba lubba dub.
I had a little bit of a I had a little bit of a health thing that I had to take care of, which is taken care of now, thank goodness. But I work as a phlebotomist outside of my scary, spooky stuff, and so levels, kind of.
You're the thing I'm most afraid of in life.
I go and stick people every day now.
As many piercings and tattoos as I have.
Yeah,
I am terrified of syringes.
I'm a baby. How many people say that daily?
Oh, I imagine a lot. Like, I actually have a diagnosis though, like in my paperwork of trypanophobia. That's how special I am. No, I'm joking.
Well, so I was a donor. Like, I donate plasma too, because I have 2 friends who have autoimmune disorders, and so even if they don't get it from somewhere, so I started donating to kind of help, and I donated for like 6 months, and then I got this job, and I was like, oh well, I guess I'm not doing that no more. So, but I'm glad though, because that's why I've been getting back into the scary stuff a lot more. So
that's cool. I mean, we got to take care of, our ourselves, our main lives, our Unfortunately, this year, Vigo and I ended up with, I had oral surgery, which should have just been like, at least I expected to just like bounce back real fast. Actually, Vice and CJ here talked to me like within a few days.
Yeah.
Like, I think Vice was talking to me the day of, and she's like, why are you talking? I'm like, because I can. And then I ended up with a fractured jaw due to a horrible situation. The guy was an asshole. But Vigo over there ended up with his gallbladder out like a week later.
Dang.
And so
I was wondering what you meant when you said that message you sent to me, and then now it makes sense. I was like, is she okay? And then I thought it was you, and then I was like, wait a minute. No.
Which one?
I was like,
okay, when I was like, hey, I gotta move everything. We have some medical stuff going on. Yeah. We
That's cool.
I literally messaged everyone on my list. And I was like, hey guys, I have surgery, and then he has surgery, and I was expecting like 1 week and I would be back to like just doing everything.
Yeah, nope.
Oh, I know you know that from experience.
Don't date a girl while in nursing school. She uses
Yeah.
only if you let me.
My dad took phlebotomy courses, and I was like, "Get away! Go!
He's like,
No,
"Man."
you're not coming near me." And he had to start carrying a card. Apparently, did you have to carry a card around that said that you were in phlebotomy school?
No, because I actually did not have to go to phlebotomy school.
Oh,
I do all of my training there. It's very extensive training, let me tell you. I just got out.
Well, I guess because everybody was sticking each other. One of the people in his class, like one of his classmates, got pulled over, and they started tearing his car apart, thinking that he was a druggie because of all the what looked like track marks.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying, because like I have them on both my arms too.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Yes, I was just like, I've actually had somebody ask me that, and I'm like, no, I'm a donor. I donate plasma. I promise. And they're like, oh, in both arms, and I'm like, I switch arms. I don't always use the same arm, and they're like, oh, and they just like,
yeah, sure.
like, okay.
CJ Chipmunk turned droopy dog. Hey, I was more worried about the fact that our trash can overflowed with. There were flies that got in the house, and I had the heater on, and the trash can didn't have a lid on it, and well, you can imagine the waterfall of maggots.
Sucks.
Yeah, I was like talking to CJ and sweeping up maggots and looking out of the corner of my eye as I'm talking to him, going, I could see one across the room. He's like, do you want to get it? I was like, no, I'm just watching it. I will get it in a minute. And then I was like torturing maggots, like throwing scalding hot water and vinegar on them. And like I was like, I was getting pretty brutal. The maggots. Oh my god, the maggots! Yeah, I was torturing maggots. Yet I'm afraid of syringes. What the heck? Okay.
Even people with tattoos that come in, though, they're like, I've gotten so many tattoos, and I don't know why I'm afraid of this freaking needle. And I was like, well, for one, it's stuck in your arm for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And two, it's like, have you seen how big it is? It's pretty big, freaking big.
I like, literally have to ask the phlebotomist, hi, can you please use like the baby butterflies? And they're usually like, what? I was like, can you please use the baby butterflies? And they're like, and I was like, and do you have an ice pack that I could hold against my chest? And they're just looking at me like, what the heck? And I'm like, look, massive anxiety, terrified of needles, and I am trying to be very good right now. So I need an ice pack to hold against my chest. I need you to deal with me crying for about an hour. And
that's so funny.
And I need the baby needles, the baby ones, the itty bitties, like the ones you literally use on babies. That's the one.
Oh gosh, those are little. Whew.
Yeah, but I don't like the one lady that did my blood recently. I was panicking. I was having a massive anxiety attack. I was out of anxiety meds. I didn't have any on me. I couldn't take any. My doctor couldn't just go like, hey, I need some, and like go walk down the hall or anything, because it wasn't a hospital. It was just doctor's office. So of course they don't really have most medications, you know. And yeah, I'm going to ignore that one for a second. Hi, Sven, how are you?
Just almost dropped my phone on that comment. What the fuck?
Hey, at least you have to deal with plasma and not smegma. But yeah, like this poor lady, she had done a tourniquet on my arm, and then I started panicking again. And then she was really nice. She brought me water. She brought me an ice pack, which is where I learned the ice pack trick for me. And then I realized that my arm had been in a tourniquet now for about 15 minutes.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I don't think I'll feel it. Go ahead and try.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I had like, so when I first started, obviously, I haven't done this in a while, but I had the cuff on this person, and I forgot to like release it when I was like cleaning their arm or whatever. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, why isn't the cuff coming on? Like, I don't understand. And so it had been on the whole time, and I didn't even know. And so the other girl, she was training me. She's like, well, so the cuff's been on the whole time. So we're going to zero it out and we're going to relax it for a minute, because your donor's arm is now not purple, but slightly discolored. So we're going to give her a break. I was like, I'm so sorry. So
I didn't mean to.
Her face was like, it's okay, I guess. Oh, like, oops.
What? Yeah, they did the baby needle for me when they did the PICC line too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I was talking to the guy and I was like, dude, and he goes, okay, you have a ton of tattoos. And I'm like, yeah, I have even more piercings actually, but they're all out right now for surgery. And he was like, I don't understand. He's like, I have one tattoo and it hurt like a bitch. And you have a lot of tattoos and piercings. I'm like, dude, it's not the pain. I can handle the pain. Like, you could punch me in the jaw right now, I'd be pissed, but like, I'd snap back. I have no clue, because he's all, well, why are you afraid? I'm like, don't you think that if I knew why I was afraid, I wouldn't be in therapy?
Ain't that the truth?
It
right?
would save a lot of money. I don't know what's going on here, Sven. I really don't. Just saying. I'm a chatterling, flatter.
I was like, how do you read that?
He's a butterfly. Chatterling. He's a butterfly. Flatter. How are you doing, Sven? Sven is all the way across the Atlantic.
Oh.
So it is daytime over there, I believe. Either that or really early in the morning.
Sure.
He is cool people.
Yeah. I'll have to go on there and at him then.
He is pretty cool people. We were joking around because he's originally. Can I say where you're originally from? I mean, you kind of gave it away speaking German. He's from Germany.
Yeah.
And so I try. I try to learn German and say stuff to him, and I fail quite often.
He's a shim-telling.
It's 5 a.m. Okay, so it's early in the morning.
Oof.
When I was in trade school, they used me as a human pincushion whenever the nursing students needed test dummies. And the doctor, you were not a doctor. And the doctor teacher liked me because I'm a medical child. So I was coaching students too.
Yeah.
Jawohl.
See, that's not at all how I would have pronounced that. So I'm glad you did, because I would have just butchered it just now. Jawohl. That's what
Jawohl. So when I was in cosmetology school, they did have a medical assisting aspect there, and I would go get my I was working on trying to be less afraid of needles, which I actually apprenticed to be a piercer once, or tried to, because I was like, I thought that would help me.
Oh, wow.
And it turned out that had nothing to do with my fear, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, it turned out it had nothing to do with my fear. I learned that, though. I'm like, yay, more piercings. But my mom used to chase me around with the needle for the diabetes tests.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And so, like, I would go in there and they would test my blood sugar and they would test my iron, because I'm anemic. Like, you could even like see through my arms.
Yeah.
I was like, I wondered if you had noticed that when
I was like, you look like you bruise easily too.
I do. I have a huge bruise that goes from my hip to my knee right now from a dog going like this.
Wow.
He was like, let's play. It was a Doberman, to be fair, but
oh, those big dogs.
Oh, he was a precious cupcake. I love him. His name is Dieter. He was named after the doctor from Human Centipede.
Oh my gosh. I was wondering there for a second. I was like, where'd that come from? And then I was like,
yeah, he was named after the doctor from Human Centipede. Hey, John, how are you? Oh, somebody came in under a real name, and I just realized who it is. Okay. It took me a second. I'm like, hey. Yeah, no, my brain stopped. But yeah, I'd let them do that for the testing, and they're like, hey, can we draw blood? Screw you. They're like, but you let us do this. No. I'm like, this is literally as good as it's gonna get. We need some people to draw blood on. Yes, you do.
But you're not doing it to
me. Like, you could poke my finger. That's fine. So like, it won't hurt. No.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
Like, I'm just gonna go back to doing hair, and if I cut someone's ear off, I'll send them to you, okay? Like,
I fixed you up. I saw you together.
Like, hey, we got medical assistants up there. Sorry I chopped off part of your ear. I think they can help you. They'll at least draw your blood. I used to donate plasma, no fear of needles. See, I'm aware that I'm apparently a freak when it comes to that. Like, I don't grasp how people aren't afraid of them. I can't grasp it. But people can't grasp why I'm so afraid of them. So I get it. In a weird way.
Oh, okay. Now I see the comment. For a second there, I didn't see his comment. I'm like, wait, what?
Which one?
The one that Sven put up. It says, I used to donate plasma, no fear of needles. And then you said that, and I was like, where's the comment? And I was like, oh, there it is. Like, duh, it's right there.
I had this starred for a while, so I might as well bring it up if Slippy's still in here. Oh my God, you're Look at Fear Expo. I didn't know it was you until someone told me it was you.
Wait, who's he talking to?
You.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's when I brought Creep out the first time.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And so I think it was hilarious because I had talked to a few people about it and was like, should I just put it on before? Because a few people already knew because I had asked like ideas, suggestions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, should I do it and just be dressed when I walk in and have everybody like wondering who it is? And so I had
That's always a yes.
Yes. I talked to Schizo about it. I talked to a couple others and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. And so we were in the line and I'm like, Creep doesn't talk. He can make noises. And that's another thing is that he's like a male character, but I'm a female. So it's like, I kind of had to play into that. And so I had bought a wrap, which I had forgot for that. So you could tell it was like a female under there. I can't hide them. So I had bought like an actual wrap to wrap it. That way it was like, looked like less of a female, you know?
Yeah.
And when I walked in and I was with Darlin and Tankers walking in and literally like I could see I was getting this and I was like, so funny.
You're like, who the hell is that?
Yeah. And so I went up to Tyler and I was like, they were doing like these little interviews or whatever for the ball that they were about to have. And we had
yes.
And so I went up to him and I was like, hey, psst. And I was like, I'm not supposed to talk. Do I have to talk? He was like, no. I was like, okay, cool. So I walked away.
Just walk up and grunt or like squeak.
No, like I had whispered to him. I was like, do I have to talk? Because I'm not supposed to talk. He was like, no, you're good. I was like, okay, cool. So I just walked off. And I was like whispering it so nobody could see me talking. And then I come back and like Creep is like a very energetic, creepy character. And so we did like the whole dance thing. I think it was like a costume contest dance thing. Mm-hmm. And let me just say, I'm not afraid to do anything out of costume, but it makes it better when you're in costume.
Oh, 100%.
You really have no like.
Just it takes all your inhibitions away. Like
exactly.
You're already dressed up as something else, and especially when you dress up as a clown.
Yes. So, like I was like clapping along. I was getting the crowd into it. I was being funny. And so I'm sure a lot of people have videos and stuff, and I'm sure there's videos floating everywhere on it, but it was so much fun. It was. And the fact that at first no one knew who it was until like a little bit later. But yeah, it was great.
I absolutely love it. Like, but yeah, I mean, you're right. When you're in character, it's so much easier to do literally anything, really.
Yes. Oh, and let me tell you, okay, outside of scary stuff, I love the boy bands. I'm a 90s kid. I am a female. So, you know, so like they were playing like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and all this. And I'm like, and I'm sitting there like, oh my God. You're getting so into it. And I was like, oh, this is my jam.
My friend just went to see New Kids on the Block like a couple years ago. Oh
my gosh.
And I'm over here going, okay, look, I was actually never into any of the boy bands or like I was that one that was the freak compared to everybody else. Like, everyone was like NSYNC and 98 Degrees and Backstreet Boys. I couldn't think of Backstreet Boys, dude. And New Kids on the Block, which I know New Kids on the Block was a little bit older, but like And at that point, it was NSYNC and Backstreet Boys mostly. And everyone's like, oh my God, which one do you have a crush on? I'm like, who? Who are they? And they were like, ew, you don't listen to. I'm like, I legit don't know.
Hey, Schizo, what's up, dude?
What's up? We say your name, you appear.
Yes. I was telling them about the creep at
still synchro dancing in here.
Yeah, at Fear Expo is when I brought creep out. I was telling them about that, and I told them I was asking you your opinion on it and stuff.
Sorry, he said they did some pretty creepy stuff to me after my stroke, talking to tubes and needles. I'm all,
No.
Needles. But no, first off, I think it's genius to have a mute character.
Oh, I love it. Like, granted, and this is another thing I thought about, because I thought about just doing like a mime, and I was like, no, because I mean, it's not like I couldn't do it, because I'm very good with facial expressions. Like, my face speaks for me 9 times out of 10. So
yeah, I'm not very good at making my face quiet, so I totally get it. Like,
well, I was like, I can already do that, but I want to mix it up. So I was like, his whole story, he was born carnival. He was a carny, and he had some screwed up stuff happen, lost his voice, and now he's like, he's mute. He can't talk. Like, he just makes creepy noises and stuff. So I'm like,
we had a girl this year. I didn't realize it at first, but it turned out she's 16. Which tracks, because the haunt I work at is a home haunt.
mm-hmm.
And it's the family, and the kids bring in their friends from school. And we had one girl that kind of sort of looked a little like Art the Clown, like inspired makeup. And she was like, I haven't been a clown before. I'm working on my clown sona. And I was like, okay, I like that term. So clown sona is a great term. And she was doing the mostly silent clown thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she got the honk honk little horns, like the little. And like, I walk away for a while and I go back to check on her because I was being like mama haunter when I realized that I was surrounded by mostly teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
And we had some very aggressive people this year. And so like each room had an adult like acting.
Oh yeah.
So that like we were pairing up with some of the kids so that we were in the room if something happened. But there was a hallway that one of the girls that I was near was working in, and that was her with her clown sona. Anytime somebody tried to speak to her, she'd honk the horn in their face. They'd be like, but and they're like, but I'm not afraid of and like I was cracking up. Like, I was able to peek through this little area because we had like a break in the wall from people being stupid. And like I started peeking through that area just to watch her shut people up with this horn. Like,
honestly, I would do that. Like, I would use that like as if I didn't know like what to say or what to do. I'd just be standing there and be like, oh shit. There we go. It's like, okay.
Well, I was kind of jealous because like I didn't know how to do the skeleton thing. And the only skeleton that my brain was channeling was the skeleton from The Last Unicorn.
Oh, really?
And so like that's almost clown-like, like as far as like the way that he acts and stuff like that, even though he does not move.
Yeah.
And the girl in my room and I kept, I'm gonna have that come up in a second. the girl in my room and I started quoting The Last Unicorn back and forth as I'm sitting there screaming unicorn at people. So so we have a question. Do y'all think it's okay to have a new mask but keep the old character? Absolutely.
Oh yeah. There's plenty of like evolutions of people, like especially with my haunt. I mean, there's people that change it up all the time.
And then they keep the same character name and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you need a change, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean,
Like, nothing at all.
absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. I think it's like you know, like you just said, like Schizo just said, characters evolve and they become like, if you look at my original Wendigo design versus what it has now become, there's zero similarity except for I draw the face paint on top of the skull.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I kept was like my three lines, and I draw the face paint on top of the skull.
Oh, what did it do to me? There we go.
So have a good one. Have a great day. I guess I could say Guten Morgen because it is morning over there.
Good morning. Yes, I did have a little too much fun at dancing. Oh, that's funny.
Oh gosh. So this is the time that I say rep everything that you would like to rep, please.
I obviously, you know, Terra Manor. It's my home. It's my fam. My OG. You know. Obviously, all my buddies there. ScurryFace. I love all you guys too. You know. Oh gosh, there's so many individuals too. I'm just gonna say everybody within because I've hung out with a lot of people and there's like a lot of them. All over too, not just like local either. Also, I guess I would say, you know, obviously Tyler. I know I said her face, but Tyler is really there, you know. I've had conversations. Yeah. I'm just glad though that I'll say this, anyone that I've ever, like, if I needed to talk to somebody about anything, haunt or not haunt related, I could message literally anybody and they would have time. They would make the time. I know there's a few people who I've talked to about personal stuff, a few people I've talked to about haunted house stuff. And honestly, it's nice having actual people that care around, you know? So I really have to hand it to Terra Manor and ScurryFace because without them, I really wouldn't have come out. You know, I really wouldn't have gotten into it. Granted, I had done like 2 other seasons before Terra Manor, but Terra Manor is where I really got into it. So, and then of course, later down the road, ScurryFace picked me up on the side of the road and said, "You're my adoptive child now." So, it's all family. It's all brothers, sisters that do the same thing. So, and same would go out to them. I've reached out to a few people to make sure they're okay. And so.
Yeah, I love it. I love all the support that people get.
Yeah.
In this community. There doesn't need to be drama.
Oh no. I ain't got time for that.
Exactly. And so it's great to have a community and a group of people that you know you can go to and be like, "Hey, I'm having this problem with this character," or "Hey, I'm having this problem in life."
Yep.
And those same people are still going to be like, "Yeah, but let's talk." And so definitely PBDC is appreciative for ScurryFace. I'm appreciative for ScurryFace.
Which, thank you for letting me, be live and
of course,
drink. It's nice to be alive again, and they're coming back for sure. It's already 100% decided.
I'm excited.
Me too. I miss it. It used to be like very easily you'd run out of things to do, and so lives kind of went dead.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm that one oddball in the group that's like, oh, let's do this.
That's what I was gonna say earlier. Like this year, with it being so rough,
yeah,
even here at PBDC, like it didn't go like it normally would. Like,
yeah,
it legit. We usually had like every Friday, every Monday, every Wednesday, and then every other Thursday.
yeah.
And yeah, I'm right, guys. We are one.
Right.
And this year it was just like hit after hit after hit. And we ended up changing up our scheduling. The only thing that remained was Wednesdays is ChitChat. And the reason I did Wednesdays for ChitChat is because the majority of haunts, not all haunts, but the majority of haunts aren't going to be open on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So people generally will have that availability.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I work with some people, especially during haunt season. Like I will work with people and be like, hey, I know that this is going on, or I know because of haunt season, you ended up having to take this shift, So, but, it's been rough. We haven't Roots Bleed Red. We usually talk about serial killers and true crime and, all of that kind of stuff. And this year we tried to start getting back to our roots of interviewing bands and, stuff like that. And I mean, it didn't pan out. We missed hanging out with a band that we've interviewed like 3 times because unfortunately it was the day after my oral surgery that they showed up in California.
That sucks.
And so like, yeah, this year has just been
pretty much.
So let's bring on 2025. The one thing I'm happy for is it seems like the majority of people had a great haunt season.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for, at least.
We all got to get a little bit of aggression. I guess I could call it aggression.
I know that's right.
Got to get in people's faces and chase people who were telling me, no, I can't do this. Oh my God. And I'm just standing there going, what?
Just like
telling people. I told a teenager, and I might actually still have a hickey, so like I'm not one to talk. I do. Thank you, Bigo. But I told a teenager with a hickey that she needed to go put a frozen spoon on it. And she was all, what?
That's funny.
She ended up slapping her boyfriend.
What do you mean?
Because I was like, you can get that thing off if you freeze a spoon and put it on there. And she's like, what are you talking about? I said, the giant hickey on your neck.
What?
She slapped her boyfriend. I didn't touch anyone. Love RBR. Okay, Roots Bleed Red will be back. It's just, I think we're going to be doing it on Sundays now.
Okay. I'll have to get on there.
And just like the horror gallery has gone to, I think Saturdays. It's either every other Friday or Saturday. And like this is why things haven't been as steady. Like it's been so hard to catch up with life and catch up with everything else that we do.
Yep. That's why I was like, I need to figure out a day that I'm going to do my lives when I start them back, which this is my, well, this is my first one back. So congrats on that. I think
I win
next month.
Heck yeah.
In the new year, and yeah.
I like it. And I can't wait to see what you're going to be talking about for the feeds and stuff like that.
I'm so excited. I've got so much stuff right now planned out that I've got my lives for the next 3 lives at least covered. So that gives me more time to think about the ones afterwards.
Heck yeah. I mean, right now, some people may have tuned in for it. I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. Our podcast, which is You Can't Sit With Us.
Oh, yeah.
Was talking about Cicada 3301. And we still are. We still have a whole plethora of information. I have completely lost all the papers. I had equations written down from all the information because Odd Mother kept us in the dark and then went, boom, this is what we're talking about on the day of because she wanted to see our reactions. Literally as we went live, by the way, this is what we're talking about.
That's great.
And we're going to start doing this to each other for our podcast, by the way.
I like that.
But so we do have another Cicada 3301 episode coming up on our podcast. Spooky Tales with Steve the Cat. His last one, I believe, was Jennifer's Body. I don't know what his next one's going to be, but a cat reviewing horror movies, just to let everyone know that doesn't know. His name is Steve. He is a real cat. And he reviews horror movies and he gives them a rating between 1 and 4 paws. And he will tell you the seriousness of the movie will be from Silence of the Lambs to I can't remember the silly movie, but he goes serious to silly basically. And he'll say it's between Silence of the Lambs and let's say Tucker and Dale or whatever, and then it's somewhere in between there on the serious to silly scale.
Yeah.
And so definitely recommend that. Love the dark side. Yes. I keep trying to click on that part. Nadine, what's up? What? We did do, and some people caught the live, but we got a ban because we thought that we were not live in certain places. And we were. We were talking about the Wonderland murders.
Oh my gosh. That's one I need to watch.
And we may have shown off some of John Holmes or a specific part of John Holmes.
Okay.
A rather famous part of John Holmes. And we got in trouble. So we will revisit that eventually, guys. So I am horrible at remembering. Oh. I will say next Tuesday, because Wednesday is Christmas. There is going to be a special guest that I am not telling anybody who it is. Y'all are gonna have to guess. I'm gonna start throwing hints out. Probably after this feed.
Ooh.
And you guys are gonna have to just take a wild guess as to who is coming on for Christmas Eve. Because it is going to be very interesting.
I'm excited. I'm excited to find out who this is. I was actually thinking about it the other day. I was like, because isn't there it's not a blank spot, but it's a question mark or TBD.
Did I post it yet? I don't think I posted it yet, but I did make an ad. I might have posted it. Who knows? I didn't even remember I made the ad until today. And I asked the person, hey, did I make your ad yet? And they were like, Yeah, you sent it to me. I'm like, cool, because I was gonna totally make it right now because I forgot that I made it. There are like 10 renditions of this ad already. But yeah, there it says guest ?
Yeah.
And so nobody will know till the day of. I'm sure people will get some good guesses in there. Definitely some good guesses. I feel like this is a really, really, really fun way. Okay, I will tell you right now, no, it is not Crazy Boy.
Watching me Crazy Boy. That's hilarious.
I mean, that's a good guess. That is a very good guess. But it is not Crazy Boy. I will tell you that much.
Thinking about that live feed would be like.
I mean, will I get in just as much trouble for the John Holmes feed? I wouldn't be showing the same things, but like, I somehow feel like I'd get in just as much trouble. Like, so, no, it's not Crazy Boy, just to let you know. It is not Crazy Boy. Although eventually he needs to come on the show.
Agreed.
But that's not who it is. Good guess. Good guess, Whitechapel, who isn't the band, even though I pretended they're the band. It's all in here, man. All in here. I try. And yes, I know exactly who you are, Whitechapel, but I'm still pretending you are the band. It's not Crazy Boy. I mean, the person might be a little bit crazy at times. I don't know. But they are not Crazy Boy. Crazy Boy is busy that night. So he's just gonna keep saying it's Crazy Boy, but it's not. There's a crazy component, but it is not Crazy Boy. Okay, we settled that. All right. Well, with that rant, thank you for joining me tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing your shows come back and seeing what you have in store and seeing how everything is. I'm so excited. And yeah, I am super excited. So guys, keep an eye out for Valkyrie and her show coming back. She will, I'm sure, announce when, like what day of the month, everything's going to be. And again on Tuesday, not Wednesday of next week. So yes. Christmas Eve, when you guys have all possibly stuffed your faces, I don't know. Or when you're just chilling and starting your 24 hours of A Christmas Story. Yes, I do that. I am the one that does that. Tune in because it is not for children. Just letting you know. Definitely not for children. Good thing we have people 18, like under 18, blocked from seeing things. Just putting that out there. And other than that, the rest of PBDC is on break except for Saturday. We are doing a podcast, which may or may not be live, so I don't know. You may or may not see it, guys. We might just record things. I don't know. But again, thank you for joining. And everybody have a wonderful night. Bye. Bye.
I don't set the world I you.